The dojo was silent, except for the rhythmic thud of fists against heavy bags. Students lined the mats, waiting for the master to begin the next round of sparring. Among them was Marcus, a confident black belt who had earned respect for his speed and power, but also for his sharp tongue. He loved showing off, teasing the newer students, and sometimes turning practice into a stage for his ego. That day his eyes landed on a newcomer standing quietly near the back, a tall black woman in simple workout clothes. She wasn't in a gi, just a plain shirt and sweatpants, and she watched with a calm expression, her arms folded as if she were there only to observe. Marcus smirked and called out loud enough for the room to hear, "Hey you, why don't you come up here and show us what you got? Don't worry, I'll go easy." His tone carried a sting of mockery, and laughter rippled across the mats. Some thought he was just joking, others shifted uncomfortably. The woman, whose name was Anna, raised her eyebrows but didn't speak at first. She had been through years of situations like this, being underestimated, dismissed, treated as though she didn't belong. After a pause, she nodded. "All right," she said evenly, stepping forward. The dojo grew still as she walked to the center of the mat. The master watched quietly, curious but cautious. "Only spar," he reminded Marcus. "Control." Marcus nodded, already bouncing on his feet, confident this would be nothing more than an easy laugh. Hannah bowed politely before taking her stance, a stance that surprised some of the older students. It was firm, balanced, and precise. The match began. Marcus darted forward, throwing light jabs meant to intimidate. Hannah didn't flinch. She moved with surprising speed, her footwork sharp, her eyes locked on his every motion. In the blink of an eye, she sidestepped one of his punches and swept his leg, sending him stumbling back. A gasp went through the room. Marcus recovered quickly, embarrassed, and pressed harder, but Hannah's movements were fluid and controlled. She deflected his strikes with ease, then countered with a swift takedown that left him flat on his back. The dojo erupted in stunned silence. Marcus lay there staring up at the ceiling, his pride shattered. Hannah offered him her hand to help him up. At first he hesitated, but something in her calm, steady eyes made him take it. She pulled him up with strength and respect, not gloating, not mocking, just steady and sure. The master stepped forward, eyes wide with admiration. "You've trained before," he said softly. Hannah nodded. "Since I was a girl, my father taught me martial arts, not just for fighting, but for discipline and respect. I came here today not to prove myself, but to see if this dojo had a place for me." Whispers spread among the students. Many felt ashamed for laughing earlier. Marcus rubbed the back of his neck, his face flushed. He muttered, I shouldn't have treated you like that. I'm sorry." The words were quiet but genuine, and Hannah nodded, accepting his apology without judgment. Over the next weeks, Hannah began training regularly. At first, some students were intimidated by her skill, but slowly they grew to respect her, not only because of her strength, but because of her humility. She often stayed after class to help beginners, patiently showing them stances and breathing techniques. She never once flaunted her ability. Instead, she inspired others to believe in themselves. Marcus, too, changed. He began sparring with Hannah often, and while he rarely won, he learned something deeper each time, about control, about respect, about how true martial arts wasn't about domination, but about growth. Their rivalry became a friendship, and soon they pushed each other to improve. But Hannah faced challenges outside the dojo as well. Some doubted her, saying martial arts wasn't for women or that she didn't look like a fighter. Others whispered behind her back, dismissing her victories as luck. Each time she carried herself with quiet dignity. She didn't fight with words. She let her discipline, her actions, and her spirit speak louder than any insult. One day, during a community demonstration, the dojo put on a showcase. Marcus was set to perform, but at the last minute, he insisted Hannah be the one to represent them instead. The audience watched in awe as she displayed flawless technique, strikes, throws, and precision that left no doubt of her mastery. When the demonstration ended, the crowd rose to their feet in thunderous applause. That night, Marcus admitted to her, "You changed me. You showed me that respect is greater than pride. I thought strength meant winning, but now I know real strength is character." Hannah smiled gently. "Strength without humility is weakness. We rise by lifting others, not tearing them down." The dojo was never the same again. Hannah became a cornerstone of its spirit, a living reminder that greatness has no boundaries of gender, color, or appearance. And Marcus, once the loudest show-off, became one of the strongest voices of encouragement for new students, often telling them about the day Hannah walked in and stunned him into humility. The message spread far beyond the dojo: never underestimate anyone. Respect everyone, because sometimes the person you laugh at today will be the one who teaches you the greatest lesson tomorrow.